Hello, creators. How are you guys? Hello. We're going to hang out here live for a little bit and talk about some news that came out a few weeks ago, I think. But I want to talk about it with you guys here today about the new registration domain and trademark from Amazon called Amazon Tube, and what that means for us as creators. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it and seeing tweets about it, especially, and it looks like this came out like right around Christmas time, but we haven't been talking about it. We haven't talked about it at all, and most of the people in this space have been kind of distracted by talking about Logan Paul and the advertising controversies and apocalypse and all the other issues, which is probably exactly what Amazon wants. So this has been a story that's been kind of just sliding under the radar. So what I want to do with you guys is talk a little bit about this with you, and one, bring you up to speed on what's going on, and then two, share some thoughts and opinions, and then answer some of your questions about it, and also talk about, especially at the end of the day, what does this mean for us as creators? Because I do think that there's some things going on that we need to be paying attention to. So first of all, if you guys aren't aware with kind of the big story here is there's links to all these down in the description below. Here's one. Is Amazon gearing up to create their own YouTube? And this article talks about how the U.S. Amazon has filed trademark requests with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Offices for the names Amazon Tube and OpenTube. And in the files, Amazon describes Amazon Tube and OpenTube as providers of non-downloadable, pre-recorded audio-visual works via wireless networks. And then Amazon goes on to say that the services would enable users to share content, photos, text, images, data, and other electronic works. And it kind of makes it look like it would be something just like YouTube. And it also looks like Amazon has registered domains like Alexa OpenTube, Amazon Alexa Tube, Amazon OpenTube.com. And, so we're not exactly sure what these things are, but Amazon's making some strides in this direction. And here's another one. Amazon filed for Amazon Tube after Google pulled YouTube from the Echo Show. So this is kind of the direction. This is like what's happening here in the space is Amazon and Google have kind of been nitpicking at each other ever since the beginning, but because they are kind of competitors, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but somehow, I don't think it's by mistake, the only, excuse me, the only external links that you cannot do, that seems to be like at first might be a glaring oversight, but it's not. Like, you can't do external interactive cards and end screens to any YouTube or any Amazon links. So all of your Amazon associates, like, those are all links you're putting in the description, which Google hasn't done anything about. I think technically one day they could crack down. I think there's a reason why we can't do affiliate links to Amazon through interactive cards and through those end screens. Amazon has never been whitelisted. We've only been had to do the manual links, and we've got this like little spat going on between Google and YouTube. So Google has wanted Amazon for a long time to add Chromecast ability to Amazon Prime Video so that people could watch their Amazon Prime subscription content through Chromecast on TV. And Amazon has said, no, we're not doing that. We want them to use our Fire Stick. And so then YouTube says, well, then, okay, if that's how you're going to play, then we are going to take YouTube off of your Fire Stick and force people to have to go to a browser to watch it instead. And so this back and forth has been happening. They've been very competitive. And I guess that's what happens when you get to top world countries kind of maybe starting to compete in the same space. So what does that mean for us as creators? Number one is I don't think that we have a ton of information quite yet about what OpenTube is, or YouTube, Amazon Tube, or any of these things are. But I think there are some things that make this interesting. because we can see what Amazon has been doing with Twitch TV and with Amazon Prime instant video and some things like that. And so for those, we are going to be jumping into these questions. Those of you guys who have questions, feel free to ask them. Trina's in the chat here, and she's going to be taking your questions. We're going to be talking about all them here in a second. But the thing that I think is interesting is that YouTube has kind of been trying to go this direction that Amazon and YouTube are trying to kind of be like each other, but they're doing it in the reverse order. So YouTube's always had this video thing, and then they added YouTube Red as a subscription model on top, where people can pay to get access to premium content, to remove ads from the platform. Creators get paid more from YouTube Red watch time minutes and things. So I love YouTube Red. I signed up for it like half hour after it became available, and I have kept that subscription. It is absolutely worth it to me, not only to support the creators I watch, but also just to remove all the ads. It makes YouTube like an amazing experience. But it's been a little bit hard going because YouTube's got to convert all these people to want to pay for that. And then, but then you have Amazon, the other side, who has, they acquired Twitch, so they had this Amazon Prime membership thing in existence for a long time. They're used to getting people to pay them on a monthly basis. And then so then they added Twitch, and now Twitch is part of the Prime thing where you can sponsor a channel, one channel, or one streamer a month. Through your Twitch account. So that's money that just goes straight to that streamer. And so that we've seen that model kind of come the other way, like where YouTube's trying to add subscriptions on top of YouTube paid subscriptions. Amazon's coming the other direction where they're trying to get the video thing going because they already have the subscription model in place, which I think is really fascinating. So then we have all these people who are now actually also able to submit their content for review to go to Amazon Prime. I think it's called videodirect.amazon.com is the URL for that. It's really hard to get in. There's a lot of roadblocks. It's just not that easy. But for creators I know who have gotten in to Amazon Prime, they are reportedly making a lot more money there than they have been on YouTube, which I think is really interesting. Because that model works the exact same way as the YouTube Red model does, which is whatever you spend the most time watching, like you have a pool of money, and that money gets split up between the people you spend time watching. So if you spend 10 minutes watching me and 10 minutes watching someone else, then your sponsored monthly membership fee gets split evenly between those two creators, right? And so on Amazon Prime, it works the same way, that the different content you watch, they make more of your Amazon Prime. They get more money from your Amazon Prime subscription. That's the same way YouTube Red works. So there's a lot of similarities coming here. And we don't know exactly what this is looking like for YouTube or for creators going forward in the future, but there's a lot of people I know who just really want an alternative to YouTube and are just begging for something like this to come. And personally, I think Amazon's the only place that's really going to step up and be able to be like a competitor in a sense. Now, a lot of people are touting Facebook and Facebook Watch. I don't think as a competitor, people watch content video on Amazon for very different reasons than they watch YouTube videos. It's a very different viewing experience. The amount of time spent watching video on Facebook is very different. It's just, I don't think that's going to be a competitor. I think Amazon's kind of the sleeping giant here. Now, for those of you guys who do want a competitor to YouTube, I didn't actually plan on going here, but let me get you guys a video that I think explains this very well, because my personal take is that you actually don't want a YouTube competitor. This is what you actually want here. Let me bring this up. It's a video by Hank Green, and I'd highly encourage you guys to go check this video out. It's called Making a Better YouTube, and what he makes the argument here is that YouTube actually works amazingly well for what it does. And I agree with him that it really does. It's just for the people who are watching our content, YouTube is amazing. The player works every time. They can watch video from anywhere in the world almost instantly, regardless of how good their internet connection speed is. They know how to find the content they want. It's easy to discover other content. So from our viewers' perspective, like they're not the ones complaining. It's on the other side for the people like us who are creators are more like the people who are like, this isn't working, right? Like the ads, the money, the notifications, the whatever. And I've made this point before, and Hank makes it again in this video. Let me put the link in chat for you guys, for those of you guys who are kind of looking for that. But it's YouTube, like whoever was going to take YouTube's place, they're going to have the same problems. They're going to have the same issues. It's not unique to YouTube. This is unique to being the pioneering video platform on the internet type of problems. That's where it's coming from. So if there was a competitor to YouTube, I think that might actually make things a little bit more difficult for us to creators, because now our audiences are split, and I think there's something to be said for having all of your audience in one place. You can gain a lot more momentum when you upload a video. You can gain a lot more traction. You can get discovered a lot easier if everyone knows one place you go to, and you just always get it here. Now I understand there's things that are imperfect about YouTube. I certainly have felt some of those pressures and some of those issues. I'm not immune to them, so I'm not like someone's like, oh yeah, it's all perfect for me over here. What's the problem with you guys? No, I've been hit with things as well, but all those things, I try to look at the big picture, and I think for what YouTube is supposed to do for our viewers, it does an amazingly good job. And the problems wouldn't be different if it was on a different platform. And three, I forget what my other point was, but it was something probably good. So that's what kind of my thoughts are on this. And having all the momentum in one spot. I like having all on YouTube. I can publish a video in one spot, not video here, video there. My views are not getting split between different sources and things. So I understand the feeling that we want to have a competitive nature to YouTube. Maybe Amazon will provide it. If it's going to come from anywhere, I do think that Amazon's kind of the sleeping giant. They're the ones that are kind of going under the radar, and not too many people are paying attention to them. Most people are talking about Facebook video and Instagram video and all these other things, but I think Amazon, they have the potential to pop up and make a really big splash in this field. So let's talk about some of your questions here that you guys have for this. Diamotichi, what I don't get is how come Amazon hasn't modified Twitch to compete against them? They kind of have been, not in a really big overt way, but the streaming has been opened up to creators of other genres besides gaming. You can also publish content, like video content there on some of your Twitch profiles and things. So they've kind of started, but they haven't overtly been like, we are exactly like YouTube now. And I don't think they probably don't want to be exactly like YouTube. They want to differentiate themselves, because no brand wants to be like, oh, look, you're the Amazon of you're the YouTube of Amazon now. And probably want to make their own unique thing. So Marvin, hey Boer, how does YouTube Red help creators? YouTube, if you are getting YouTube Red, actually, so you pay $10 a month for YouTube Red, and I'm going to break down the math kind of briefly. So 45% of that goes to YouTube, and the other 55% that goes to creators. So with that 45%, that's what's removing the ads. The other $5.50 gets split evenly among all the creators that you watch on YouTube. So let's say you only watch me during a 1 month period, then I get your $5.50. Thank you very much. So the $4.50 goes to like the YouTube music subscription and the Google Music Play subscription, removing ads, giving you access to all the YouTube originals, premium content, things like that. But the other 55% of that gets split evenly among all the creators you watch based on how much time you spent watching each of their channels. So if you watch me for 15 for an hour and you watch someone else for an hour and then that's it, then that $5.50 gets split between them and us. So at first it doesn't sound like a lot, especially if you spend a lot of time watching YouTube like I do, but it really adds up if you compare it to how much a creator makes from an ad model revenue, where you get maybe $1 or $2 per 1,000 views. It's like, okay, it's like fractions of a penny as compared to several pennies or something, which is like 10, 20 times, maybe even 100 times more, depending on how much you watch, that you are giving and using to support creators when you have a YouTube Red subscription. So I like it not only for the features, but also because I love being that whoever I end up watching that month gets supported better through my YouTube Red subscription. So if you really do want to support creators and you really do want to put more money in their pockets and you really want to not have this just be based on advertising, I'm not sponsored. I just think YouTube Red is great. I love it. Let's see here. Francis Brothers Films. How will Amazon Tube integrate with Amazon Video Direct? I don't know yet, but we don't even really exactly know what Amazon Tube is, other than there's been some trademarks and patents registered by Amazon and some domains registered. And it looks like they're starting to work on something, if they haven't already been for a while, and now just kind of getting the names and some of the final touches put on it. So we don't know exactly what it is, but my feeling is that it's going to be something maybe close to, thank you for the $5, John. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that support. Awesome. Thank you. I think it'll be something maybe close to Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime's like all their premium content. Amazon Prime Video Direct is all their premium content, and some YouTube creators with good enough content and have worked through that system and gotten their shows approved. But I think my feeling is that Amazon Tube would be something like that, where the premium, the cream of the crop gets pushed through to maybe Amazon Prime Video Direct, but there will be this other place where maybe a tank for people to kind of try out their content a little bit, and YouTube and Amazon will push the stuff up that they think is good, but the rest of us will be more accessible to the rest of us to get our content in there. That's my guess. I don't really know exactly. We don't know yet. It just hasn't been enough information. Larry Snow. So why not do both YouTube and Twitch? Since Twitch open to creators, repurpose YouTube content or go live on both platforms. Yeah, a lot of people do go on live on both platforms, or they stream on YouTube and on Twitch, and you can certainly use both. There's not a problem with that at all. Thank you, We Coach Cricket. Appreciate it. Thank you for the £2. We've learned a lot from you, Tim. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys' support here. So sounds like you guys have a lot of questions about YouTube Red here, which is actually interesting. Maybe a lot of you guys didn't know what it was or how it worked or something, but Six in the Mix asked, do the creators have to have YouTube Red as well as viewers having YouTube Red in order for creators to gain revenue from it? No. Only the viewer has to have YouTube Red. So if your viewers have a YouTube Red subscription and they're watching your videos, then you will earn a lot more money from people who are watching your videos who have YouTube Red than you will from just ad-supported viewership, which are fractions of pennies, which is why you need a lot of them in order for AdSense revenue to feel like it adds up to anything. So YouTube Red is just great for YouTube. It makes them less dependent on advertisers. It's good for creators. It makes creators less dependent on advertisers. Is good for the viewers because the viewers don't see the ads now. They can just get right into the content that they want to watch without any interruptions. It's a better viewing experience. The viewer gets access to a lot of different perks that they wouldn't otherwise get access to. I love it. So thank you for Canadian, you $2. You guys are being awesome here. Thank you so much. Francis Brothers Films. Thanks for all you do, Tim. You're welcome. Thank you for your support here. I really do appreciate it. You guys are great. Making me see, I feel the love. Thank you guys. So to answer your question, no, only the viewer needs to have YouTube Red in order for the creator to get that. Let's see here. Sublimination Club. Do we have to sign up for Red, or is it automatic when you upload to YouTube? No, you do need to sign up. I think it is youtube.com/red, I believe. Is that right? Yes. So this isn't an ad for YouTube Red, just kind of showing you guys here. youtube.com/red. And you get uninterrupted music, ad-free videos, and more. So you can download videos. A lot of people, want to watch them maybe if they're on the go on the bus, or they're in the gym, or they're at a place where they're just not going to have Wi-Fi. You can download your subscription and watch them offline, and then all that viewing data syncs back to YouTube when the device comes back online again. You get access to the original shows, uninterrupted music with background play from YouTube Music app. The no ads thing really is nice until you've experienced what YouTube looks like and feels like without ads. It's really awesome. So YouTube Red Originals works across devices, music, YouTube, so this is where you go to get it, and youtube.com/red. So not sponsored, although I probably should be. I wish I was. Let's see here. Oh, Sag, you're welcome. I think I missed that one. Let me go back up to it. Yes, Saggy BGTV, $2. Thanks. This is all good info. You're welcome. I'm glad this is helpful for you. All right, let's see here. So Sublimination Club. Hopefully that answers your question. It's not automatic. You do need to pay monthly fee for it. Jeb Animations, do you think YouTube is going to fix problems they are having, like the monetization issue? Oh yeah, they have to. They need to. Like people, sometimes creators forget that just because YouTube, remember it's a revenue split. You get 55% on average from the average deal, and YouTube gets 45%. Okay, so if you're not making money, then neither is YouTube. Okay, so it's not like they're just taking money from us and keeping it all for themselves in some bank account. No, it's like their system works is they only make money when we make money, and we only make money when YouTube makes money. So YouTube is motivated to get advertisers to spend as much money on this platform as possible and split the revenue with us. So yes, I think they're going to fix it. They're very highly motivated to do that because it's money that they're losing as well. Let's see here. Got a $10 super chat. Anime Live Reactions. Hey, Jonathan, how are you, man? Good to see you here. So let me just go back up to that. What's good, bro? So 1 year after its announcement, Amazon recently canceled Anime Strike, its anime streaming service. I want YouTube competition, but Amazon needs to listen to creators or it will fail. Yeah, good perspective there, because just because Amazon comes up with something that is a competitor doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good one, and doesn't mean that they're not going to pull the plug on it. After everyone gets like, oh, so excited and jump ship. That's one of the things that I think is really awesome about YouTube, is that it's dependable, it's reliable. It has its problems, it has its issues, but it's not going anywhere. It's been here for it was 2005, and we're in 2018 now, so 13 years, going on 13 years. September 2005 is when it launched. The very first video was uploaded. So it's been around. It's not, they'll figure out their issues, and I wish I could say that would be the only issues. There will always be more issues as long as they're the ones pioneering the space and being the first people that have to figure it out, So as long as that's happening, there will always be issues. But if you look at the big picture, it's a pretty darn good platform. And for that, what they've been able to do for free for your viewers and for us, and get other people to pay for it. That's amazing, right? Okay. Private Label Masters, $2. Thank you. What software are you using for this live stream? I am using Wirecast right now, which I don't like most of the time because it never really quite works. It's always something that's an issue right before I stream every time. So I'm doing my best here, but it looks like it's working right now. Let's see here. Questions. Some of you guys were asking also about that. So, cool. Well, I'm going to do, let's see, we got a question here from Blaze, do you think a channel can grow if it doesn't focus on a specific niche, but does a bit of everything? Don't focus on a specific niche. Focus on a specific value. Whether that's gaming, like people try to like just focus on niches, and that's fine, but you're setting yourself up to compete with everyone else in that niche if all you're doing is like, hey, I'm a gamer, hey, I'm a vlogger, hey, I'm a comedy stand-up, or hey, I'm a cooker or cooking food channel or a woodworking channel or whatever. Instead, like, what's the value you want people to get from your videos, and then focus on delivering that, whether it's through gaming, whether it's through woodworking, whether it's through beauty, whether it's through whatever. And as long as the space revolves around a value, then you have a lot of freedom and flexibility to try a lot of different things. And holy cow. You guys are interrupting my thought process. You can try a lot of different things. So you could play a game as long as it's delivering that value. You could build something in your workshop. You have a lot of more flexibility when it revolves around a value that you want your audience to have, rather than just a certain niche. Larry Snow, $30. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I appreciate all you do for the YouTube community. I thank you so much, Larry. I appreciate what you're doing for this community here at Video Creators. So thank you. Oh my gosh. And Bonza, I don't know what BAM means, but thank you, Tim. Are you doing reviewing channels now? I'm not reviewing channels. No. I am just talking about this Amazon Tube thing here, and answering questions about it right now at this point. So, thank you guys so much for it. I will say, though, for those of you who want channels reviewed, tomorrow is the last day of video. If you want to register for Video Lab. So thank you, Dylan Woodworks. Thank you. Your info and insights are priceless. You're welcome. Thank you so much. If you guys want to spend 8 weeks with me inside a private Video Lab course, that is coming up. I still have like a few spots left. It's limited to only 20 creators. And if you want here, I'll put the link in chat here. So if that's something that you want to, you just go to videocreators.com and click on courses at the top, go to Video Labs, and that course is 8 weeks in depth with me. Every week you get videos to watch, then you hop into a live session with me, and we talk about how we apply that training to your channel. You get access to me all week long for 8 weeks in a small community private Facebook group, where we get to all dig into your questions and your things, the things that you're working on. And so it's not just like generic YouTube training where you go watch some nice videos and at the end you'll be like, that's nice, I understand how they grew their channel, how they had success, but what does that mean for me? Like, I have different resources, different channel, different roadblocks, different issues, different audience, different content, different everything. And so this isn't like just generic training. You do get some training, but then we're going to sit down with you every single week and talk about how you apply that to your channel. And then you're going to get homework assignments to do. And these homework assignments are like, these aren't like just quick little like twiddle your thumbs and you're done. These are going to take like 5 to 8 hours of work every single week. They're going to be putting in, but it's going to be actionable. Like, you know that the work you're putting in is actually going to pay off. Almost every channel's went through it. Like the last time version, those who have put the work into their channel through this process have seen growth. And I don't mean like a little bit growth, like 600, 1000% growth in just as little as 1 to 2 months after the course is over. So I'm not saying that just to kind of like toot my own horn. I'm saying is like this process works, and I'm really excited about it. And I think it's really going to offer like a lot of value and change what a lot of you guys are doing on YouTube. So if you haven't checked it out, again, I'm just kind of saying this in response to the people who wanted their channels reviewed, but this is where what it is. It's you just go to all courses and Video Labs. Oh, it's not there. I'll add it there. And you can register. I think there's only like 3 or 4 spots left open. So if you want to check it out, here's the curriculum: branding, channel experience, video SEO, viewer engagement, analytics, just everything you guys need, and a lot of bonus sessions. Daryl's a part of it. Jeremy Vest is a part of it. So we do this together, and it's awesome. So cool, guys. Let me check on your questions here. Looks like that's all of your questions that you guys had. I think I missed a super chat back here. You guys are still talking about that, which is awesome. Or maybe I didn't miss one. Okay, cool. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out. It's great to see all of you. Oh, there's Urban Acolyte. Yeah, I went from 200 subscribers to 15,000 subscribers during Video Labs. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, Prince, good to see you. That was some pretty darn good growth, wouldn't you say? Yeah. So it's about the right training, knowing exactly what to do. And it's been in 8 weeks with me and a group of other people who know what they're talking about, help you guys down that right path so that you really start seeing the rewards that you really want on your YouTube channel. $5. You're welcome. Thank you for all your help. You're doing an amazing job helping the community. Thank you, guys, each of you, for being a part of it. And if you have any other questions, you can comment below here. Me and Trina and other people will do our best to answer them, even after this video stream is over. But and we'll update the description of this video with some of these other links that we talked about here too. But thank you guys all for hanging out. And as more things develop with Amazon Tube, we will definitely talk with them about that with you guys and bring you up to speed and keep you guys up to date with everything that's happening in that world. So thank you guys for being a part of the YouTube creator community, and especially the video creators community here. And thank you guys. If it's your first time here, love to have you subscribe, because as everyone here in the chat knows, we're just all about helping you guys grow a YouTube audience. You can spread a message that reaches people and changes lives. So thank you guys for letting me be a part of that. And we'll see you guys again for our next live stream next Tuesday, and videos coming out for you guys this week as well. So see you guys then. Bye.